Hello, and welcome to another episode of Four-Year Starters Daily Lineup, your go-to source for all things sports. Today's date is Monday, June 19th, and it's a great day to be a sports fan. Did you know that June 19th is also known as National Watch Day? So, whether you're keeping an eye on your favorite team or your favorite timepiece, make sure you're watching closely. In today's episode, we'll be diving into two very different stories. First up, we'll be talking about the New York Yankees and their recent struggles against the Boston Red Sox. It seems like the Yankees just can't find their momentum, but we'll discuss whether or not they have what it takes to turn things around. Next, we'll be discussing Lance Lynn and his impressive performance against the Mariners. Despite the loss, Lynn tied a White Sox record with 16 strikeouts. We'll break down his incredible performance and talk about what it means for the rest of the season. So sit back, relax, and get ready to talk some sports. It's time for Four-Year Starters Daily Lineup. And now, let's take a quick look at some of the latest sports headlines from around the country. First up, we mourn the loss of Bob Brown, a true legend in the world of football. Brown's aggressive and dominant playing style earned him a well-deserved spot in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Moving on to baseball, the St. Louis Cardinals finally broke their losing streak with a 5-3 victory over the New York Mets. While the Mets' Luis Guillorme and Brett Beatty put up a good fight, it was Cardinals relief pitcher Dominic Leone who stole the show. And lastly, let's talk golf. The upcoming 2023 U.S. Open at LA Country Club is making headlines with its record-setting $20 million purse and unique two-hole aggregate playoff format, but it's Xander Schaufel's relatable bunker mistake and Max Homa's unwavering determination that are really catching people's attention. The New York Yankees have been struggling to find momentum against their rivals, the Boston Red Sox. Despite their high payroll and undeniable talent, the Yankees have lost 4 straight games and 7 of their last 10. The team has been plagued by injuries, including the absence of Aaron Judge, which has impacted their ability to score runs. Giancarlo Stanton, who was once capable of carrying a lineup for lengthy stretches, has also been searching to regain his timing and power stroke since returning from the injured list on June 2nd. Other regulars in the lineup, such as Anthony Rizzo, DJ LeMahieu, and Josh Donaldson, have also been struggling. In their latest series, the Red Sox swept the Yankees, with the Yankees only scoring 1 run in the first inning before being held scoreless for the rest of the game. Aaron Boone, the Yankees manager, has always been supportive of his players, but needs to acknowledge the team's current struggles. Boone's statement that the team is performing pretty well doesn't make sense, as they are clearly not playing well. The Red Sox completed a sweep of a doubleheader and a 3-game series against the New York Yankees, winning 4-1 on Sunday night. In the first game of the doubleheader, the Red Sox defeated the Yankees 6-2. Brayan Bello pitched 7 innings, striking out a career-high 8 batters while allowing just 1 run on 4 hits and 3 walks. Alex Verdugo had 2 hits, and Tristan Casas hit a 2-run double to lead the Red Sox offense. The Yankees' Gleyber Torres had 2 doubles, and Anthony Rizzo had their only RBI. The Red Sox defense made several strong plays, including a running catch by center fielder Jarren Duran to rob Rizzo of an extra base hit. With this win, the Red Sox are now 5-1 against their rival Yankees this season. In a recent game against the Red Sox, Yankees relief pitcher Michael King struggled to deliver his usual strong performance, which ultimately contributed to the team's loss. King allowed 3 runs in the 6th inning, marking the 3rd time he has been scored upon in 4 recent games. King cited a lack of awareness and inability to adjust to the opposing team's approach as the main reasons for his slump. Despite being a key component in the bullpen this season, King has allowed 6 earned runs over his last 4 games. In the game against the Red Sox, King recorded the final out of the 5th inning and retired the first 2 batters in the 6th before giving up consecutive doubles and an RBI single for a 5-2 lead for Boston. Yankees manager Aaron Boone acknowledged the impact of the Red Sox's hits off the Green Monster and recognized that King may have lost some sharpness after the big hits. In conclusion, the New York Yankees have been struggling to find momentum against their rivals, the Boston Red Sox. Their lack of scoring ability, poor pitching performances, and injuries have all contributed to their recent losses. The team needs to acknowledge their struggles and make adjustments in order to turn their season around. On Sunday, Lance Lynn, a starter for the Chicago White Sox, tied a franchise record with 16 strikeouts against the Seattle Mariners. The last time a White Sox starter achieved this feat was in 1954. Lynn pitched for 7+ innings and threw 114 pitches, allowing 3 earned runs on 4 hits and 2 walks. He was replaced by Ronaldo Lopez in the 8th inning, who walked 2 batters and allowed 2 runs. Despite Lynn's impressive performance, he has struggled this season, with a 6.75 ERA that ranks second to last in the majors. Lynn is signed with the White Sox until the end of the season, and the team is currently sitting third in the AL Central with a 31-41 record. However, Lynn's performance may have increased his trade value, as CBS Sports recently identified him as a potential deadline trade candidate. In the same game, Bryce Miller, a starter for the Mariners, allowed only 1 run on 4 hits in 7 innings. The Mariners finished their homestand with a 4-2 record. In another game, Zach Remillard had a memorable debut for the Chicago White Sox, going 3 for 3 and driving in the tying and winning runs in the 9th and 11th innings, respectively, as the team rallied for a 4-3 victory against the Seattle Mariners. Remillard, who was called up from AAA Charlotte after third baseman Yoan Moncada was placed on the injured list, became the 7th player in White Sox history to have at least 3 hits in his debut and the first since 1998. He said it was a dream come true to help the team in any way. The teams will finish their 3-game series in Seattle on Sunday. On the other hand, MLB rumors suggest that some veterans within the Chicago White Sox organization are expressing their discontent and would welcome a trade, as the team sits at 31-41 in the AL Central, 5 games out of first place. However, none of the players have formally requested a trade, and it remains to be seen whether the White Sox will choose to sell or buy as the trade deadline approaches. The team's previous statement indicated that they are only willing to trade rental players, assuming they become sellers. The report leaves speculation over which players might be interested in a trade, with some potential names being Tim Anderson, Eloy Jimenez, or Luis Robert. In conclusion, despite Lynn's impressive performance, the White Sox have a disappointing season so far. With the trade deadline approaching, it remains to be seen whether Lynn or other players will be traded. However, Remillard's debut provides some hope for the team. And that's the final play of the game, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 4-Year Starter, where we break down all the latest sports news and give you the inside scoop on your favorite teams. Remember to follow us on social media for even more game highlights and analysis, and be sure to check back tomorrow for our next episode. Until then, keep your head in the game and keep pushing for that championship.